Welcome everyone. Today I will just try to give you the major points of the functioning of a PPP model, where we will discuss on the different models and the how it functions. Actually, the government identifies projects, and the major problem with developing countries is the resource. Manpower is a resource and money as a resource, both way. But what is in the hand of the government? Why this kind of system came in? The public actually has the hold on land, and they can give some incentives to. They can bring in the connections like water, electricity, sewerage. They can help in acquisition of land if it is owned by some other person. That is, if the ownership is not 100% by government, but it is also owned partially by private. So first, government has to make a visualize a plan, that is an intent. They have to make an intent which is to be translated in terms of a project, and then government can look for a private enterprise who is interested in investing. Now this investing, why will the private body do? He will always look for his opportunities, his profits. If he is not getting the return, he won't be interested in that. But what a private person can get advantage is getting through all the processes of getting a land, acquiring a land, and then getting into the connections, etc., which are all favorable and provided by the government. So the private body enters into terms and sets their contract with the government. The limitation is the private partner has to keep a capping on his or her his profits, the company profits. So the profit or the social benefit will be dictated by the public body, because they will have to look into the social benefits, how it is impacting the people, how it is helping out the people, like giving subsidies to the weaker section, whereas the private bodies would have actually taken a lot of profit just by making HIG housings, maybe by taking a lot of toll by bringing bridges or roads. So the private body is the executor, and the government body is controlling or moderating the whole process. Now, who finances? Private body, yes, they can finance. They have the capacity to finance. But why will they invest their capital into one project? They will look for financiers, that is usually the banks. And if it is an infrastructure project, they get different kinds of rebates, etc. But this finance is to be given mostly in form of loans as debt from the banks. So why will the bank also give? The good part is bank wouldn't have given the money to a private enterprise. However, when the government is involved in it, the bank finds it comfortable to disburse the loan. And the bank also can dictate certain terms till his money is repaid back. Now, this makes the entire three bodies into a joint venture, and both are benefited through it. Government is pro society, pro people, so government brings in benefits for the weaker people, weaker section. Private gets his easy funds as in forms of loans, and develops the progress and the timeline which the bank verifies. Now, the public body is called the sponsor. The project is worked out, the land being handed over, the whole fund being mobilized, the whole thing starts functioning. So the sponsor, that is the government, puts in the private who is the concessionaire or the special purpose vehicle. The entire job is assigned to this special purpose vehicle, and the sponsor does not know anyone else beyond the body which represents the special purpose vehicle. The special purpose vehicle is answerable to the sponsor, and the special purpose vehicle is only given the bank loans, etc. So the SPV is doing all the managerial part, investment part, institutional part, and looking into the entire project. However, SPV can engage engineering procurement contractors, like say you need so many instruments, so many things. So SPV does not have everything. So they will have to engage engineering procurement contractors. They will have to further engage the downline contractors. But government is no way involved with these people. So the EPC is having whatever, their apex is SPV. But SPV is answerable to, in all conditions, to the sponsor, to the bank. So public only deals with the SPV officials, and SPV is answerable to sponsor and the loan provider. Bank time to time releases the money looking into the development. So once this facility is developed, say it is a housing complex, say it is a market complex, say it is a railway station with some commercial complex, say it is a road, say it is a highway, say it is a bridge, this SPV enters into a model of operation. It may be they design and build and leave it, they operate and maintain it, they build, own and transfer it, they build, own, operate or transfer it, or build and operate it. Whatever be the model, there is a degree of involvement of the private body and a risk involved in the process. So more is the role of the public body in the process, more it is risk free, more it is entirely entering into, more it is progressing towards the private ownership, it is more risk involved by the private party. So you have the notes with you where these points are detailed out, and I just wanted to share the key points, which I will also send you these supporting slides. Thank you.